Hello. Today, let's talk about all the different things around us and what they do. What are things made of? Everything you see and touch is a type of material. Your toys, the water you drink, and even the air we breathe are all materials. Let's find out what makes them special. Fun with mixing. Have you ever put sugar in water? You can stir and it disappears. This is because sugar dissolves in water. Things that dissolve are soluble. But if you put sand in water, it doesn't disappear. It just settles at the bottom. Sand is insoluble. Some liquids can mix together too. If you pour milk into water, they mix completely. But if you try to mix oil and water, the oil will float on top in a separate layer. They do not mix. Does it float or sink? Let's play a game in the water. If you put a wooden block in a basket of water, it floats on top. But if you put a stone in, it sinks to the bottom. Lighter things often float and heavier things sink. Can you see through it? Some things are easy to see through. A glass window is transparent. You can see everything clearly on the other side. Other things are translucent. If you hold a piece of oiled paper up, you can see light through it, but you can't see clearly what's on the other side. And some things are opaque. You can't see through them at all, like a wooden door or a book. Let's group things together. We can put materials into groups based on what they are like. We can have a group of all the hard things, like stones and metal. We can have a group of all the shiny things. Grouping helps us learn about materials. How to separate things. Sometimes things get mixed up and we need to separate them. Here are some ways to do that. Hand picking. If there are small stones mixed with rice, you can just use your hand to pick the stones out. Winnowing. A farmer uses the wind to separate the light husk from the heavier grains of wheat. The wind blows the husk away. Sieving. To get fine flour, you can use a sieve. The small flour particles pass through the holes, but the bigger pieces are left behind. Sedimentation and decantation. If you have muddy water, let it stand still. The heavier mud will settle at the bottom. This is sedimentation. Then you can gently pour the clear water off the top. This is decantation. Filtration. You can pour muddy water through a cloth. The cloth is a filter that traps the dirt and lets the clean water pass through. Evaporation and condensation. When you heat water, it turns into a vapor and goes into the air. This is evaporation. If you hold a cool metal plate over the hot water, the vapor will turn back into little drops of water on the plate. This is condensation.